Hello, friends. My name is Daniel Tivetan, and I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm making a video today hoping to share with you guys the process that I use to make videos. I make a lot of gospel videos, or I try to. I guess not, maybe not a lot compared to some other channels, but I have a collection that I've been working on, and I've been able to have some really powerful experiences sharing my testimony, interviewing others, or sharing videos where my wife has interviewed someone. Um, and in the process of sharing these videos, I've felt the Spirit a lot working in my life. I feel like I've been very blessed from trying to make these videos. You can see some of them have reached a good number of people. Some have reached less. Even if I personally thought the message was very meaningful to me, didn't reach as many people, and some videos have reached a lot comparatively compared to my other videos. And so there's a lot of variety. But if you're someone who's looking to just get into making videos, you're just looking to get started, I want to share with you the process I use that it's very cheap. Just pay $80 to get a video editing software, or you can do it totally free and just use the other tools I'm talking about. But I hope to make a good intro for you here. So to start with, you have, let's say, a presentation you want to give, or you have a conference message you want to share a clip from, or you have a video of yourself sharing a gospel thought. Um, you're going to gather those video clips that you have, and you're going to open a video app, a video editing software called Filmora. And you can get this online, Filmora, Wondershare. Wondershare is the company that makes it. If you just Google Filmora 9, you can purchase it. It's $80 for a lifetime plan, and this has been really handy for me because I've had computers that die. But every time I get a new computer, I can just download Filmora, sign in with my email and password, and then it will activate on the new computer and deactivate on the old one. So that's really nice. You don't lose it and have to keep buying it over and over again. And every time there's an update, you get it for free because you purchased the lifetime plan. So for this example, let's say I want to share a clip from Elder Eyring's talk called His Spirit to Be With You. He shares some very powerful experiences in there, great teachings, and I want to share a clip from it. So I open up Filmora. This is what it looks like. And I'll click to import media. And so I can click his talk here that I have downloaded. I'll import it. And then I can drag, just to get a fresh start here, I'll drag his talk onto the timeline. I'll keep the default project settings. Here, this allows me to scroll through his talk. If I grab here, I can shrink or expand. You can see his talk's about 17 minutes long. I can go to the position I want to, and I can cut out a portion to share. Let's say I just want to share this portion. And I can delete the other parts. You can play with these settings. This setting allows you to cut out little clips and automatically merge it together. If you click it again, it'll leave the gap when you cut. So you can mess around with the settings. But I've got my clip here now. I'm going to add a little text so that the people watching the video know this is Elder Eyring's talk, and maybe I can add in the year or something like that. I'll put in the title. It's called His Spirit to Be With You. Elder Henry B. So I'll do this. I can change the font, make it bigger, something like that. And then let's say I want to be all fancy and have it fade in or fade out. I can go to transitions, fade. One that works nice for text like this is dissolve. And so I'll put that effect here at the beginning and end. And now when I play it, and I'll slide this whole thing to the right a little bit. This is really nice. You can just kind of drag and drop stuff here. And I'll put the player here to the left, so when I hit play on the preview, it'll start from the
Pain left. After a few silent moments, my father spoke first.
And wasn't that nice? See how it just faded in, faded out? If I get rid of the special effect and then I play it, it appears suddenly. But putting the fade in makes it fade. There's a lot of effects you can play with. But anyway, you'll get your clip together. If you have a clip of you and someone else, like let's pretend this was a clip of Elder Eyring, and then I wanted to share some of my thoughts or my own experience, I can put the fade in between, and then it'll smoothly transition between the two of us.
He seemed to be at peace, almost joyful.
So you can fade between different clips. When you go back to media, you can always just add more media. Just you can either keep organized in a file, or you can go to your downloads and import pictures. So this is a thumbnail. I could just drag this picture and put it in, and now when it plays, it'll just show the picture. I can shrink the picture, or I could add a picture in over the video. So let's say I'm talking about my personal experience, then I want to share a picture with you. So if I just put the image above the video, then whatever is higher up appears first on the screen. So you'll see.
He was reporting something he knew was true. He quietly began.
Right. So you could put whatever picture you want to as you're sharing your thought. For me, something I do is I screen record myself giving presentations, and I'll just click through my presentation in like Google Drive. I can just screen record and give my presentation. I'll talk. It records me speaking. It records any audio from the computer, and when I'm done, I have a video file with my presentation. And then if I want to, I can go into Filmora and I can add some pictures to make it more interesting and keep people's attention. And for screen recording, I'm using a free program. It's called ScreenRec. You can just get it at screenrec.com. It's free. If you're using another version of Windows, sometimes the snipping tool app that comes with the computer allows you to video record, and that's really handy if you have it. This laptop didn't come with it, and so I'm using ScreenRec, which is free. You just make an account, and then you can use it without a watermark and download to your device. So make your own account, and then it's free. So now, let's say I have my video already that I've produced. So I'll go to export the video here, and make sure when you're exporting a video for the first time that you save it to a reasonable location. It might save it somewhere that's really hard to find. So save to, and I would recommend, in your documents folder there, make a new folder. You could call it Wondershare Output, call it something like that. This is where all your videos in the future will appear. You'll click that video and select folder. Now all the videos you output will appear there. You can change the output settings. I personally like to make the video quality, the default is 8,000. I set it to 10,000, and then the bit rate for the sound, this is audio, I like to make it 320, and 192 is plenty for one-time speed, but if someone's listening at a different speed, like faster speed, having a higher bit rate makes the audio sound better when they change the speed. So let's say someone feels like I talk too slow, they can speed it up and it still sounds okay. So it's going to export, and then it'll appear in your file that you selected. And so I made my Wondershare output file. Here it is. And there's my video that I made earlier for this demonstration. Then I can go to YouTube, and here's my channel. But this button should appear anywhere, even if you don't have your own, if you haven't started making videos. Create video, upload video, and it'll go to your YouTube Studio, which is where it keeps track of all your videos. You can manage them. You can keep them private until you're ready to share them. So I'm going to go to my documents, Wondershare Output, Eyring Vision, and then it starts uploading. And in the meantime, I can give it a cool name. Elder Eyring shares vision of Mary at the tomb. That's what he does, and that's a little experience he shares in this talk. He shares a vision he had. I can add a description. Yada, yada, yada. You can make timestamps. So if you, on YouTube, start like this, you follow this pattern, YouTube has a kind of an AI feature where it will automatically create timestamps, and then it 1 minute testimony and then at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, share something else. And you just make sure the times here correlate to the video. It'll break your video into chapters. That's something I like to do. Makes it more organized. You don't have to. You'll go through. You can add a thumbnail. And so thumbnails help you to reach more people. So I was going to show you how I make thumbnails for free. I use Canva. I hope it has me signed in. I should be signed in. Anyway, you can go to Canva and you can make thumbnails there for free. You'll want to make sure they're sized with the correct proportions, so you can just look up thumbnail sizing for YouTube. I believe it's like the ratio is 1:2, so it's like 16 by 8 or something like that. You'll pick a good thumbnail size. Yeah, Canva's not letting me in, but that's okay. You'll make your own thumbnails, and they're pretty easy to edit. You can drag and drop photos and stuff. Just look up a Canva tutorial on YouTube if you want to use Canva for your thumbnails. You'll upload. So let's say here in my downloads, this is the thumbnail I want to. It's actually from a different video, but if I put that thumbnail, now you can see, boom, when someone sees my video online, this is what they're going to see. And then they'll click it and they'll watch the video. This is a sample. You click this, you'll be able to watch your own video. Make sure that you're not breaking any copyrights. It'll check before you post. And then visibility, you can make your video private at first, and then you can work on the description, get everything in order. And when you're ready to share it, then change it to public. You can even schedule the time you want it to go public. So you can pick a day and a time, and you can set it as a premiere so YouTube like shares it live, and it looks kind of cool, kind of fancy. So that's basically my workflow. Not too complicated. You can mix and match videos of yourself, screen recordings, talks you download. Let's say there's a talk on YouTube or a video that you really want to share, especially from the church, because the church, they don't have, I've never had any copyright issues sharing church material. They seem very friendly with people sharing the videos. That's actually what they want. They encourage you to share the videos. So I've never had problems with that. Let's say you want to get a video off YouTube. You can look up YouTube Video Downloader. And there's a bunch of these websites. Some are better than others. Some are safer than others. You'll want to get a Chrome extension like uBlock Origin. So get that Chrome extension. It protects you from ads, protects you from viruses. So get that. It'll protect you. Then you can take the clip of your video. So if I want to make a little clip talking about Elder Eyring's video, I just copy the link from YouTube, paste it, and then from this YouTube video downloader, I can hit download, and that'll get me the video file. Then when I come to Wondershare, then I can just import that downloaded YouTube video, and it'll appear. And I already have imported it. So here it is. I can drag and drop it in. Boom. Then I can mess around. I can move these different clips and make my video, get it all straight, preview it, make sure it looks good, and then export it. So that's my process, and I hope it's useful to you. I hope that you're able to get your testimony out there, and I just want to testify to you that as you share your testimony, you'll feel the Spirit working more in your life. There's a powerful promise. You know, in Mosiah 18, when Alma the elder is talking about the baptismal covenant at the waters of Mormon, he shares some things that we promise to do as we make that covenant. And one thing he says is, he asks, are you willing to mourn with those that mourn, comfort those that stand in need of comfort, and are you willing to stand as witnesses of God at all times, in all things, and in all places that ye may be in, even until death? And he shares that if we do this, that God will pour out his Spirit more abundantly upon you. And I just want to echo Alma the elder's promise that I've seen for myself, that as I stand as a witness for God in my personal life, on YouTube, in these videos I might share on Facebook, anywhere, I've found that if I'm struggling to hear the Spirit clearly, if I'm not having that closeness with the Savior that I want, it's often because I'm not doing my part in my baptismal covenant. In my baptismal covenant, I promised that I would stand as a witness of God at all times, in all things, and in all places that I may be in, even until death. And all times, all things, all places, I'm pretty sure that includes in my actions online. And how you share your testimony may look different. You know, I make videos teaching gospel principles. Maybe you will share your experiences with your family, and you'll share about spiritual experiences you had directly or indirectly. Um, However you want to go about standing as a witness of God, I've seen that when we stand as a witness of God in all times, all things, in all places, that God keeps his end of the promise, which is that he will pour out his spirit more abundantly upon you. And I leave you that testimony, and I hope that this information helps you. And I leave you that promise in the name of Jesus Christ.